Summer Bach. Thank you so much for joining us for the Probiotic Power Cleanse, and thanks for purchasing the Power Kit. This cleanse kit is going to make an amazing difference on your cleansing journey. So first of all, let me just show you everything that you got in your cleanse kit. You have the Protein Power, Intestinal Power, Root Power Detox Tea. You also have Probiotic Power, and you have Scrub Power. So I'm going to go over each of these and talk about how to use them, how much you should take, so that you can get through this cleanse knowing exactly what to do and how to use these products properly so that you can actually get the benefit you need from each of them during the cleanse. All right, let's start with the Protein Power. That's this handy dandy green powder. What it does is it actually helps boost your protein intake. It's going to help stabilize blood sugar, and it's going to help alkalinize your body all at the same time. So this is really key. We're doing a cleanse that's helping you alkalinize your body anyway. So we want to bring in a protein that helps you get full, feel really satiated without having to add the acidity of meat and other proteins that we are normally exposed to. I'm not saying those are bad. It's just that during the cleanse, you want to have a really nice alkaline protein source. It makes a big difference. So how much should you take? This is the question I most get. You should start out with 1 teaspoon. And you can take 1 to 3 teaspoons per day, 1 or 2 times a day. So you're going to work your way up, start with 1 teaspoon the first day. The next day you can do 2 teaspoons and 3, and you can keep moving up from there, or you can find the amount that really feels good and stable and tastes good to you. But you're going to start with 1 teaspoon, basically level teaspoon. Put it in a nice glass. You're going to add water. I actually recommend doing a squirt of lemon, unless you're going to add this to your juice, which is totally fine. You can add this to your juice or your smoothie. It's really easy to add into any kind of food that you're eating during your cleanse. But this is just an easy way to take it. You want to whisk it. And the benefit of whisking is it really helps to dissolve all the powder. And then voila, you have your protein power. Very cool. All right, so that's that. The maximum amount you should take is around 2 tablespoons per day. You could take a little bit more. It is food. It's not like a very hard line here. You do want to listen to your body. And you want to take this with breakfast and lunch, or you could, if you really want to, if you really find that you have a little bit more hypoglycemia, a little more low blood sugar issues, you might want to actually take 1 teaspoon with each meal. That way it will help stabilize your blood sugar a little bit better. So let's see, you can also take this before the cleanse. You can take this after the cleanse. And I do recommend taking it during the cleanse. It's really going to support your cleansing efforts. It'll keep you more stable. It'll allow you to cleanse a little bit longer because you have the protein source. And it's also just going to help keep you full throughout the day. I mean, that's like a key thing that a lot of people are going to experience during the cleanse, is that you might have different feelings around cravings and fullness because you're going to be changing the amount of calories you eat. You're going to be changing the foods that you eat. So you want to keep some of these considerations as stable as possible, and having that protein source will help with that. I think this is a great product to help with cleansing in general because of the ingredients. There are many ingredients in here that are going to help pull toxins out of the system and going to keep your body as healthy as possible, help keeping your channels of elimination open. It's also going to help oxygenate the blood, which is always a great way to detoxify the body on a gentle day-to-day basis. So taking this before or after the cleanse is totally fine. If you want to start taking it before the cleanse to ramp up the amount that you're taking and get used to it, that's a great way to actually do it. I generally recommend doing that when you're doing any kind of cleanse, which is like taking a few days to figure it out, not adding everything brand new all at once on the first day. If you want, you can also order refills from us. So we do refills. You should find that information on your online library. Probioticpowercleanse.com/refills is a great way to find those. And you can order, once you've ordered the full cleanse kit, you could order individual refills to basically, refill your stocks. Very easy. So the next one is the intestinal power. This is a great adjunct to a cleanse because it's going to help pull toxins out of the colon. So many people are experiencing toxicity in the colon because of the kinds of bacteria that live in their gut. So when you have any kind of byproducts being created by those bacteria, if you take this intestinal power, what it's going to do is it's going to help to pull out that toxicity as you start to heal your body and you start to detox. It is wonderful. And I notice a big difference when I take this on a regular basis. This is somewhat similar to the protein power. You take this 1 to 3 teaspoons per day in the morning, okay? And you want to do this away from food. Again, you can just start out with a teaspoon and work your way up. There's 3 teaspoons per tablespoon. So that's why I say 1 to 3. You're actually working your way up to a tablespoon in the morning, away from food, because there's activated charcoal in here, there's bentonite clay. There's things that are very highly absorbent, which is great for absorbing toxins, but it also absorbs nutrients as well. So you don't really want to be eating this on a regular basis with nutrients. It will start to impair that digestion and that assimilation of those nutrients. Same thing, I add water and I add a lemon. This is a really nice way to make it taste good. I also use room temperature water. That is important to me. If I use cold water, I find that it's harder to drink it down because I want it to be the same temperature as my body. So you mix that up, ready to go. And then once you drink it, you actually want to follow it with another glass of water because it's going to get, it's going to start absorbing the water. Like the bentonite clay will start actually plumping up in your system. And so you want to make sure that you're using extra water to help with that process. All right, so that's that one. Again, 1 to 3 teaspoons per day in the morning away from food. Maximum amount, this is food. This isn't like a bunch of supplements. They're actually food-based products all within these ingredient lists. So you can have this, I recommend generally about 2 tablespoons per day. And if you needed more, you would take it in the evening away from food as well. But just start out with the morning for now. And again, you can use this before or after cleansing. It is really helpful with digestive issues. It's helpful for people who have any kind of like diarrhea, constipation issues. We've noticed a big difference when they take this on a regular basis as well. And you can order refills for this product too once you're done. All right, so let's look at our awesome Root Power Detox Tea. Okay, this stuff is amazing. The way that this works is it actually helps support all your systems of your body while you're cleansing. So it's going to keep fluids running through your body. It's going to help open up the channels of elimination. It does actually have some digestive boosting powers as well as immune boosting functions. It's going to help with your energy levels because it also has Eleuthero in it, which is a really nice adrenal tonic. This is in some ways almost like a longevity tea. So it's going to be really good for you throughout the cleanse to be taking on a regular basis. I generally want you to take 1 teaspoon per cup of water, but you're not going to make this like normal tea because there are roots in here. And these roots actually take a lot of special simmering to get all the constituents out so that you can actually get the medicinal benefit. So little herbal medicine class for you right now, we're going to do a decoction. And a decoction is basically where you're going to boil some water and then you're going to add the 1 teaspoon per cup. And so you can make a large amount, which I recommend. And then what you're going to do is you're going to simmer it for 15 to 25 minutes and then you turn it off and then you let it steep for 10 more minutes. At that point, you're going to strain it and then you can drink it. But if you want to make like a half gallon at a time or even a quart, so you have some for the whole next day, this will last for up to like 2 weeks in the fridge. So it's pretty cool. I recommend making it in larger batches. Again, you can take this anytime before or after the cleanse, and you can order refills of this as well. But this is an awesome tea. It tastes good. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit rooty. I think you're going to really enjoy it. All right, let's talk about the probiotics. Probiotic power. So probiotics are going to help support the natural flora in the gut, and we're going to be giving you a boost by adding your own probiotics into your gut. This is really helpful, especially during a cleanse. This is going to help you have better digestion. It's going to help with your bowel movements, whether they're loose or too hard. Like, you're actually going to help get them more normalized, and probiotics have a great way of doing that. I want you to start out taking 1 to 2 of these per day, and then you're going to, over time, you can boost that a little bit. In the gut rebuilding program, I talk a lot about how to take the right amount of probiotics for you, and I teach what's called a repopulation intensive. So you can really just wait till gut rebuilding to learn that aspect of it. Right now, I just want you to get your basic probiotic power support. So starting out with 1 to 2 of these per day, you can start taking them in, what I would recommend actually is taking them with meals at first. It's gonna help you digest your food better, so taking 1 with each meal. But you wanna start out with 1 or 2 per day and then work your way up. If you want to take a little bit more, you could take 1 in the evening on an empty stomach, because you might see a difference. Some probiotics are meant to be taken on an empty belly, some are meant to be taken with food, and what I have found is it works to do both, especially in situations where people have impaired probiotic activity within their gut. So just start out there. You can't really overdose on probiotics. We don't want you to go crazy, and I do want you to always step it up so that you're not just like leaping up to taking like 10 of these a day. Like, don't just take a whole, fistful of these. Please don't do that. Start out small, step it up until you get to a level that feels really comfortable, where you notice some positive changes in your digestion. You might notice less bloating. And if you notice actually more bloating, more gurgling, back off. That's when you want to start stepping it down, because some people might have a reaction to the probiotics at first because they're really powerful. They go in your body, they start digesting stuff, they start crowding out and getting rid of bacteria that shouldn't be there, which is great for us. It's going to be really great for you in this cleanse, but I want you to take your time and do it slowly so that the body can actually adapt at a rate that's really comfortable. You can order refills for this one. Again, probiotics are great to take before or after the cleanse. And in gut rebuilding, we talk about how to get probiotics from a natural food source. But we're going to start here for now, because this is just going to be a really easy way to make your cleanse go smoothly, and we can keep it really controlled. All right, let's talk about Scrub Power. So this is a way to open the channel of elimination, which is your skin. It's your largest channel of elimination. It's also the channel of elimination that tends to be the last bucket, as I call it. It's the last bucket, meaning you have all these other channels of elimination, like your blood, your lymph, your lungs, you have your colon, you have your liver, and your kidneys, right? But then you have your skin. And once all these other ones are full, you'll start to see stuff dumping out into the skin. That's why you end up seeing people with psoriasis or acne or eczema. These are often signs that the body is so overloaded and so toxic that now it's having to dump those toxins out in the skin. Most of the time, that toxicity actually originates within the gut. It's usually, microorganisms, dysbiosis, yeast, bad bacteria living in the gut causing problems. So all we're trying to do here with this cleanse kit is support all of your channels of elimination and support your body to grow the right probiotics so you don't have these complications. So with Scrub Power, you can do this dry if you want and just do like an exfoliation on your skin. You can also do it wet, and these are great Korean scrub cloths. The best way to use these particular cloths is actually to soak in a tub for 10 to 20 minutes, and then you scrub. And you don't use soap, and you're gonna scrub your dead skin cells off. And this is gonna help with circulation, this will help with your lymph system, and it's just a great way to keep yourself feeling really good while you're cleansing. When you're cleansing, you are going to be excreting more from your channels of elimination. And if we can open up those channels so that they can function better, and in this case, by just getting the dead skin off, you're gonna feel really, really good. It will help with some of that toxicity that's coming out of your skin to get washed off and help it to eliminate easier in the future. And you're gonna feel super soft afterward. I recommend using sesame oil, almond oil, even olive oil or coconut oil on your skin afterward, because once you've rubbed off the skin, you're gonna notice that you need some sort of layer, you need some protection again, and some moisture to hold in everything at that point. So the way that I generally do is you'll scrub in one area. You don't want to scrub till you're raw, and you don't want to scrub until there's any kind of like visual issues with your skin. You're not trying to create a problem here. It's a touch. You'll learn it over time, but you're going to scrub, and you kind of scrub back and forth, but you really scrub a little bit harder in one direction. And over time, you'll start to see these gray rolls of skin come off. They're not going to come off of all parts of your body. For some people, it's certain parts of their body is more prone to dead skin. And for some people, they have a hard time having the skin really come off anyway. Other people have a ton of dead skin, and you're going to have a heyday doing this. But I want you to make sure you soak enough first, and then you want to just like do the scrubbing and move around in the body and allow for some of the skin to come off. You don't have to keep doing it until there's nothing left. You really just scrub all over, get the skin to come off. these little dead skin cells, and it basically these little gray rolls will appear. And they're kind of gross, but it's also kind of cool because you really see evidence of this moving and leaving, and that you're actually like cleansing your body on a deeper level. So there's the scrub power for you. After a while, you might want to get a new one of these. They can wear out after you've used them a lot. And of course, you can refill them too. So everyone, oh my gosh, I'm so amazed and excited that you're here and you want to do this work, because to do the work of the Probiotic Power Cleanse is really to help create a tool in your tool belt that's going to allow you to boost your energy levels at will, to help your immune function and prevent you from getting sick when you feel something coming on. This is going to help you master your health and increase your peak performance over time. And you're going to learn how to use this regularly when you train regularly. And training means doing this cleanse 2 to 4 times a year and really getting the opportunity to practice it. And I'm just really glad you're here to do this in a group of people. We're all going to be cleansing together, and you're going to get the support of an amazing group that's going to really help you feel connected and see that you are in a group of people that are all doing the same work that you're doing. You're not alone in this, and it's going to be amazing. So I will see you on the Facebook forum. We will keep this conversation going during the calls. And remember, you can refill these things whenever you run out. You should have a good amount of product to make it through the cleanse. So if you start early, you might want to order extra if you know you're going to like continue taking some early, reaching the maximum amounts during the cleanse, and then wanting to take it again after. Just keep that in mind. All right, everyone, this is Summer Bach. Thank you so much, and I'm signing out.